down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott fighting through pressure. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, you got 3 out there.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Draw play, Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Mike 57. Come off the ball. 57. 57. Yeah.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, the run with Lynch. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 0-0-0. 14. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, 0-0-0. One flip. One. Mike, 55.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big
Again, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Bang out. You got nothing.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Green 80. Check 53. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Check 52.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They can't hang with that. Look. Shit. Hey, 12. 36, 56. 19. Sorry. Easy.
Throwing is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
We're going to shut you down.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Lucky. 47.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it with Elliott. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.